Hey, welcome back to What's New at Greenbelt Cinema. I'm back with Caitlin. She's telling us all about what we can expect to see for the month of August. Hi, Caitlin.
Hey, Sheila, how's it going?
Going good. What's going on?
So it's summer. We're deep into summer, and so we have a lot of different things going on. But we're trying to also bring that kind of summer movie energy to our regular films. So this Friday we're opening Twisters. Which is not a film that we would maybe necessarily do, because it would tend to play at like the multiplexes, and we can't always get those films. But this is one that we could get, and we're going to make it, Twisters Greenbelt Cinema style with having two guest speakers. They're a husband and wife team, and she is a atmospheric and oceanic scientist, and he is a storm chaser, a meteorologist. Yeah, so they're going to come on Friday night and on opening night and talk about the film. So you get to see like a big summer blockbuster, and you get to talk to scientists about, is it realistic, is it not?
Oh, that's going to be so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to that. And then we also will have Touch and Madame Clicquot continuing for another week, split. So if you haven't had a chance to see those, you can definitely come out and learn more about my favorite champagne brand.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then, of course, we have our Cinema Classics series for August. We have Laura. So we're going sort of murder mystery film noir. We're having a special event partnership with a local author, Lauren Silberman. She is a cozy mystery author, and she is going to be talking about the genre of cozy mysteries, and she'll have her books available for purchase and signing. So that'll be a fun thing to do that week, the first week of August. So the 5th, and it plays during the day, and then it repeats on the 8th at night.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I've never heard of a cozy mystery.
Yeah, so it's like not so scary. So yes, there's a dead body, but it doesn't sort of dwell on that. It's not like horror or thriller. It's more, think like Cary Grant, Arsenic and Old Lace. Like,
Cool.
Somebody's dead, but we're gonna, make it.
It's about the other details as well.
Yeah, it's about like it's more in the mystery of like who done it, but not so much on the actual.
Wow, that sounds right up my alley.
I know.
I love a mystery, but I'm easily scared.
Exactly. So we hope that will be a hit with everybody. And like I said, those are free, so no reason to not come and check it out. And then we have on the 8th as well, so that Thursday during the day, we have our Schools Out series continuing, and this time we have Turning Red. Which is a really awesome, if you haven't seen it, it's really worth checking out. A recent animated film about the challenges of growing up and puberty and relations with family and that kind of thing, but told in a really sweet way, where when she sort of is going through her growing up changing, she, becomes a red panda. So it makes it more, less intimidating or more sort of accessible, I think, for all ages.
I didn't even realize that was the metaphor.
Oh.
Or is it the metaphor?
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, it's
I'm so
so
excited
sweet.
to see it, though.
Yeah, it's really great. Yeah, so it's all about her, like, when her emotions get kind of high, that's when she, like, pops into her big panda form, which is a sweet way of thinking about it when, I don't know if you saw Inside Out 2, but that one also is about, like, puberty and emotions, and that one focuses more on anxiety and, like, how do you kind of develop into an adult, because you kind of have to move from your kid-like phase into independence and thinking for yourself, and kind of, I think both films deal with a moment of how do you decide who you want to be, because you kind of get to a point where, like, okay, these are my core values, and then what am I going to add, and influences from other people. Anyway, so yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It is.
Oh,
it's
wow.
really nice. I know, and they're both animated, so it makes it palatable.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and then on the 9th, we're going to be opening the new film, It Ends With Us. I don't know, did you read the book? I didn't read the book, but some people are really into it. Okay.
I must be under a rock.
No. Probably stuck behind a desk at a monitor, right?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, me too. But so this is a book that was really popular, and it deals with, it's sort of a summer beach read, but it's about friendships and relationships and how, and like generational trauma and how can you intervene and say like, okay, it ends with us. Like, yes, these things have happened to us. We're going to decide to, and it's not just about deciding, but like work through with therapy and whatever to have like a better future for the next generation. Yeah. And I don't want to spoil it by saying too much, but that's kind of the general premise. And it stars Blake Lively and Jenny Slate, who I love. I would watch anything that she's in. She's plays great. Like the best friend. And so, yes, we are not showing Deadpool and Wolverine, but you can, you can come get a little bit of that familial energy, I suppose, with Blake Lively. So, so that opens on the 9th, and we hope to also have a guest speaker for that because it feels like it's a good moment to talk about like how do you reconcile these things and move forward. And that's another moment where we can like add a little something to it by providing a space for people to discuss it because it's quite a sensitive topic, and so we want to do that responsibly.
Movie and free therapy?
Right? Come on in. How can you not? And then later in that week, on the 11th, we're doing another partnership with Greenbelt Art Center, and we're showing Shakespeare in Love.
Cool.
So, so that's, again, just a delightful summer film,
So summery.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love Gwyneth.
Exactly. It's like peak Gwyneth.
Yes.
So pre-goop Gwyneth. And then we have our summer concert series. So this is one where we are trying to, again, bring some of that fun summer energy. And we cannot have live bands, playing in our space, but we can bring back some of the best concert films of all time. So the first one that we have coming up is The Kids Are All Right, which is on August, on the 14th. And that is featuring, The Who. So that should
that's going to be fun.
One. Yeah. And then on the 15th, we have our next cult classic. So the cult classic series this half of the year is all women-directed films, which we're super excited about.
Yes.
And this one is Twilight.
Ooh,
and Lucy has some fun things in store. So again, I don't want to spoil it, but you really should pay attention to the social media and come for the giveaways because they're pretty
giveaways.
Sweet. Right?
Ooh, cool.
Yes.
Oh my God, Twilight, that's so exciting.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got to see it on the big screen. So.
Wow.
Now's my chance.
White sheets, you and me used to lay close. Blue summer sitting high in the window. Phone calls every night had a new glow. My click running through my mind like
Yep, on the 15th. And earlier in that day, because it's a Thursday, so we have multiple things on Thursdays. It's, again, the School's Out movie is How to Train Your Dragon. So another classic. My kids love this film. I think it made lots of kids want to be like, well, how come I can't have a dragon? So that'll be fun. And I'm imagining it's like the dog days of summer. It's going to be super hot. And so you're looking for something to do. Come inside, chill out. You could even close your eyes while the kids watch the movie if you wanted to. And just get a little bit of a break.
Totally.
Yeah, and then that next day, the 16th, we're opening the new Sean Wang film, Dee Dee, which is about a teenage boy. There's lots of coming of age happening right now. And it's rated R, so we cannot encourage 13-year-olds to come, but it is about a boy's, sort of transition into those beginning stages of adulthood. And I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard, it's just really sweet. It was, I think, the audience pick at Cannes, and just a very touching film, but very realistic about what it's like for a kid to grow up in this era. And it's about his friend groups, but also YouTube and social media, and how people get understood or misunderstood, and how you sort of can find yourself in that world. And so that looks really great and definitely worth checking out.
I've not heard of that. I do know the Bildungsroman.
Right.
You say it.
Right. Yeah, no, I think it's it looks really great, and everything I've heard about it is it's one that you don't want to miss, and you don't have to be a 13-year-old boy to relate to that experience, and just that. I mean, I don't know about you, but like, whew, so glad that I'm not a teenager anymore. So, and then of course on Monday, August 19th, we have story time. So we have had so much fun having that series come really back to life. And in the summer, of course, we always encourage the siblings to come as well. It doesn't matter that you're not a preschooler, like it really is for all. We just did our first drag story hour, and I had a blast with Demanda Martini. Oh, it was so much fun. It was wonderful. So story time. This one is not drag, but everyone is welcome.
Yeah. Oh my God, I wish I was there for that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to come to all of them.
Oh, it was so great. We have to have her back. She was amazing.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah, she actually got me up and like doing preschool dances, which is, I am a long way from having a preschooler, and I was like, yeah, I want to make shapes with my body.
Yeah, that's a talent.
You're right. So, and then our summer concert series continues on the 21st with the Indigo Girls and It's Only Life After All.
Nice.
Yeah, so that one was really popular when we showed it as just a regular, nightly film. So we wanted to bring it back for this summer concert series. And, all these films are great. Some of them are straight up concert films where it's like basically just the concert. And this one is more of a documentary of their career and how they, developed together as artists and separately. But there's lots of music in it, and I really loved it. I lived in England when they were really big, and so I was not in like Indigo Girls were not like a thing. Of course, I know the one that's in Barbie.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just was kind of like, I don't know these songs, but I really enjoyed it. So I think even if you're not like, you don't have to be a hardcore Indigo Girls fan to enjoy it and love hearing the story of these two women that are like, carving a path for themselves.
Yeah.
And then on the 22nd of August, we have our next Schools Out series, Princess and the Frog.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
But that sounds so exciting, and also seasonally appropriate, Dog Days of Summer, it's very swampy.
That's true.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Why not
sometimes it feels like New Orleans here, right?
Right, exactly.
Without the music and the fun culture. But,
yeah, exactly.
and then for our Film and Focus series, we have, which is on the 26th of August, we have Wild Strawberries.
Ooh.
So a Bergman film. We have not done a Bergman film in the series yet, and so we thought, why not? It seems like a good summer pick. So
Yeah.
that one's registration required, but we do it in this space. We have a lot of fun. It's like an in-depth lecture, and then we watch the film, and then we talk about it afterwards. So if you are not a Bergman fan, I would say come. If you are, of course, come and talk about what you love.
Yeah.
And if you're Bergman curious, then you can learn more about him and the film and hear what others have to say. And so it's
Definitely.
kind of for everybody.
I've not seen that one. So
Yeah.
it'd be cool to learn more about this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So what else is going on this month?
Well, at the end of the month, we have on the 28th another of our summer concert series movies. And this time we're showing the Led Zeppelin concert film. The song remains the same.
Cool.
Yeah. So, I think, again, like if you aren't really familiar with Zeppelin, this would be a great way in. If you're like diehard, you're going to love it. And it's a great way to like see music but not get crushed or be sweaty or in the mud or,
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
And it's very, it's curated, like it's put together.
Yeah.
You're getting the best of the
Well,
concert experience.
Yeah, and kind of the best angles, and you know what I mean? Like you
Right.
get close-ups and all these things that you wouldn't normally get. It's kind of the way I feel about sports, maybe since it's the season of Olympics.
Yes.
Because I love tennis, and I once went to the U.S. Open, the final. I'm going to date
Wow.
myself, Pete Sampras, yeah.
Cool.
We couldn't afford, like courtside, so we were way up in the nosebleeds, and they were just like ants, and I couldn't even see the ball.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought, I think I would prefer this on TV where I could like have the commentators and you get the close-ups and all that. So
Yeah.
it is that kind of, the film performance is really like the best. Plus you can have your choice of beer and wine, you get snacks. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get to sit.
exactly,
Ooh.
that's true. Yes.
So nice.
Yes. And then the last thing that I want to tell you about in August, which actually kind of verges into September as well, is of course Labor Day Festival. So we always like to participate with a screening of some kind. We used to do shorts, and then last year for the first time we did a feature-length film right when the wristbands end. So if
Ooh.
kids are like, oh no, the rides are over, like, but the movie is just about to begin. So
smart.
yeah, so we're going to do that, and we are hoping to show Inside Out too, but we're just waiting for the mouse to give his approval. So so that title might change, but stay tuned. It'll be a fun film, and again, it'll be nice and cool, and you can get a snack before you like go back for more corn dogs or fried pretzels or whatever it is that you want to get.
Ooh, I'm so excited to see that.
Yeah.
Whatever you have in store.
Yeah, exactly. So that is the month of August.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Caitlin.
Thanks, Sheila.
And thanks everybody again for tuning in. We'll catch you next month.